It's the time to get down.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. Laframboise. Today we're going to talk a little bit about location. We've actually done this one quite a while ago, but I wanted to make sure that for those students who have yet to do the homework assignment, that there was a place that they could go and be reminded about what location is and how they can get their homework done. And also so parents will know so they can support their student in getting that work done. First, what we need to talk about is what the definition of location is. Location is where a place is located in space, as you can see on the screen. There are two parts of location, though. There are two ways that we use to describe location. The first one that we will talk about is absolute location. The absolute location is the exact spot on Earth that a place can be found. I guess what we probably should do is probably go to relative location right now so you can see the difference between absolute and relative. A relative location is a little bit easier to identify. A relative location is where a place is located in relationship to other places, in relation to other places. So this can be done very easily. To describe a place using relative location, all you would need to do is to describe where that is related to some other known place. So for example, Norb School is down the street from Rite Aid, for example. That would be an example of relative location. We live next door to Randy and Paula. That's a relative location. Berkeley is just north of Huntington Woods. That is a relative location. I live in between Julie and Jeremy and Veronica and Bob. That's a relative location. Anything that you're using to relate to identify your location related to some other place, that's relative location. So this homework assignment, I'm asking you to do a description of your house, where it is in terms of relative location and absolute location. So relative location should be pretty easy for you to do. You can do it, you can either use your house, describe your house's relative location, or even your city's relative location. Let's go back to absolute location for a minute. Now, in contrast, absolute location is actually, it's usually described in terms of coordinates, latitude and longitude coordinates. So as we all know, there are latitude and longitude lines that encircle the Earth, and I've talked about in class about two ways to find your latitude and longitude of your house or your city. But for this assignment, it would probably be best and perhaps easiest to do your house. So I'm going to show you two ways, one of which would require some downloading, another that would just be looking up on a website. So let's, first of all, if you go to the sixth grade website, which you see here, you scroll down, and on the right-hand side, you will eventually see, right above the red social studies box right here, I guess 2 sections above, a place where you can download Google Earth. It is a free program. It does require downloading, obviously, so depending upon how much space you have on your computer or how fast your computer runs. It is a really great program. You'll see it in a second. It's a geography tool that I use all the time with my students. Another way to do it is there's a link where it says find the latitude and longitude of your house. First we'll go to Google Earth. I have that already open here. And the way you can do it on Google Earth, it's very easy. You can go up to here to the search bar. You can type in your address. I'm putting in the house I grew up on when I was younger, the first 9 years. So you enter your address, and Google Earth will take you right to that spot. And as it's zooming in here, I'll just wait a second. And once you have your location there identified, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, right in this area, I know you won't be able to read that right now, but wherever you put the cursor, you'll see the latitude and longitude will change. So you set it right over your house, and then you can write down these coordinates. The absolute location, when we're talking about latitude and longitude, it's given in degrees, minutes, and seconds. So this particular house that I grew up in was at 42 degrees, down here, 42 degrees, 14 minutes, 21.23 seconds, and that was the latitude, and that's north of the equator. The longitude is 83 degrees, 10 minutes, 43.99 seconds west of the prime meridian. Again, the latitude's over here, the longitude's right next to it right here. So that's one way that you can get it, and that would fulfill the requirement for the absolute location. The other thing that's pretty neat, though, is that if you were to give that information to anybody around the world, and they're using a mapping system, have access to something that they can identify, they can enter in the latitude and longitude, anybody in the world would be able to find your house then with those numbers, because it's a worldwide system. Whereas with relative location, if you said, my house is down the street from Rite Aid, unless they knew exactly which Rite Aid you're talking about, that wouldn't be very helpful information to them. Anyway, let me show you the second way that you can find the latitude and longitude. If you go back to the website here, you click on this link, find the latitude and longitude of your house, it'll take you to this website. And you can just enter your address. Again, I'll use the one that I grew up on, the address for the house at which I grew up. But the state, zip code 48146. Then you click on determine latitude, longitude, and it'll give you several numbers down here. Here it comes, and there it is. From Google, you can look the one that I want you to write down. There's a decimal version, but also degrees, minutes, and seconds. The degrees, minutes, and seconds is the row that I want you to use. So this one you would write down 42 degrees, 14 minutes, 24.1692 seconds, and longitude would be negative 83 degrees, 10 minutes, 43.8608 seconds. Now you'll notice it doesn't say north or south or east or west on the latitude and longitude. Latitude is always north or south of the equator. If it's a positive number, then it is north of the equator. If it were to be a negative number, it would be south of the equator. Here you can see in the longitude, you may not be able to read this, but there's, as I said, a negative 83 degrees. When you're talking about longitude, the negative numbers mean that it is west of the prime meridian, and the positive numbers would be east of the prime meridian. So even if it doesn't say north or south, you can still write, and east and west, you can still write those down, and that would give us the proper information. So that's the way you'd find your absolute location to satisfy that part of the assignment. You already know how to do relative location, so all you need to do is write those two things down on a piece of paper or in your notebook, bring those in, and then you have that part of the assignment done. I do want to let you know, if students know this, families who don't know this yet, all of these mini assignments, these homework assignments I've been giving, are a part of a larger project that students are going to be asked to complete. And it's a mini poster. Students don't know this part unless they've been snooping around and peeking at things, which is perfectly fine. But if you go to the social studies files box, this red box here, and if you were to look through there, there is, I think I put in here quite a while ago, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, 5 themes of geography. There's one that says 5 themes and 5 themes of geography. I think the 5 themes is actually the assignment that is the mini poster. I'm not encouraging the students to get started on that, but I just wanted you to be aware that students should be keeping, and I've been telling the students this, they should be keeping all of these assignments that they've been doing as homework, because it's going to be part of a larger assignment. Sort of my way of helping them manage their time, I guess, to make sure that they get their work done. So if they haven't done this homework yet, though, they can still get it done. They can still turn it in and get most of their credit, 90% of their credit. but it will be really important for them to get it done by the time that they turn it into their, for the mini poster project also. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.